Hey everyone, how's it going? Oh man, it's been a crazy week, but we're back playing some Adam. I think I had like last week or the week before somebody was asking me about Adam, and yeah, I just realized I hadn't played this in a while, so thought this would be fun to play. There's a lot of like thinking involved in Adam, which is nice. Um, yeah, so I think that's what we're going. Unless somebody else wanted to see something else. Um, how's like today? I like had a lot of um. There was like a welcome event for the University of Toronto, and I was like talking to Eric as well, and trying to figure out where I want to go for law school, and uh, still a decision that needs to be made sometime within the next 3 days. So it's would be an important few days. But I think I'm like leaning towards Vancouver right now, so yeah, we'll see. Oh, I sixth sense that you were going to play Adam, so I stayed up until 2 a.m. to watch. Nice, very nice. Yeah, this is a fun Adam. One thing before I dive into this, I was gonna say, there's a Ram going on tomorrow. Um, are any of y'all playing in Ram tomorrow? In Vancouver, that's like 7 a.m., and then in Toronto, it's 10 a.m. For me, it's 8. It's like what? It's the last Ram. Yeah, Joe's saying it's the last Ram. I know, right? So now I'm like, I have to play if it's the last Ram. And also, like 8 a.m.'s a decent time for me, right? So I'll like wake up and play, and like it'll be done by sometime in the mid afternoon. So it's a decent time. Yeah, so Ram tomorrow, 10 o'clock Toronto time. I think is when they do the draw. So that'll be a fun one. And like I don't know, like I imagine there'll be more people who are like, it's the last round, I gotta play. So maybe we'll get like a lot more people tomorrow. But I am currently planning on waking up and playing tomorrow. And unless something changes, I'm also planning to stream the whole thing. At least my games, but I'm probably just gonna like stream my deck building as well. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that, like in terms of having the stream on. Like maybe I'll just have the stream up on my iPad. So I can like watch the stream and you guys can hear the audio of the stream, I guess. Or maybe I can stream the stream. I don't know if I can do that. But yeah, and then I can like deck build live. That'll be fun. I haven't touched RAM at all since that first one that I played in. Just because like the other RAMs have just been at times where I wasn't able to play, which is unfortunate. I would have. Okay, yeah, let's jump into some Adam. The one thing I wanted to say about this deck before we're still going is that I've got 3 creative commissions in here, and that's like the one big thing about Adam is like, what do you do with your influence? And I found that like creative commission is just easier to use. Like Liberated's usually kind of slow. There's certain matchups where it's really nice, and some that it's just too slow for. Telework, kind of the same thing. It's a little bit faster. It pays out a little bit less. Yeah, telework is fine, honestly, but creative commission is just a lot easier to play. And you can also get some value out of DJ Fenris easier out of it, just because you get it in the bin and then you get it out of the bin right away, hopefully. 2 brain chip, 2 T400 means that I can hopefully be a little bit more consistent if I don't steal the first agenda. Then everything else is like decently standard. Got the 1 Mad Dash in there, 1 Citadel. No influence for career fairs. Sometimes career fair is nice. Yeah. Let's jump into this. So I'm going to... Actually, I should probably move it up to the top. Hey, this was called Good Deck. I built this, October 24th? So this was when, like, what happened? Oh, Mad Dash came out? Mad Dash came back, and people were exploring Adam, and I'm one of them, so... Like, I was like, well, maybe Adam's good enough to play competitively. So we put this together, refined it a little bit, tried testing it, and then my conclusion was that it was a little bit too unreliable, which I think, like, most Adams are that way. Like, you steal an agenda early, and you kind of just, like, run away with the game, and if you don't, it's really hard. So that's kind of like why add that question there. Why only 2 brain chip and why Adore? So the idea is that like 2 brain chips technically is for slots. And I wanted to play with T400 Memory Diamond because if you install 1 or 2 of these like early, it's better than brain chip, right? Until you get an agenda, brain chip is blank. So T400 can like kind of help you kickstart your like MU and your hand size. And it's kind of what Adam needs if you don't steal an agenda. So it kind of like decreases the top end in exchange for kind of like increasing like the bad scenarios, if that makes sense. Usually what happens is like if you do find an agenda early, you can just emergent creativity for your brain chip. And in those cases, you'll probably just like discard your T400s or use them for emergent creativity food. So it's kind of like a consistency call. And then yeah, Adore. I don't know. Like you play, like you really have 3 options, right? You pay 4 influence for Bergalter, you pay 2 influence for Adore, or you pay 2 influence for MK Ultra. I kind of like MK Ultra in a lot of ways. So I don't actually remember why I chose Adore over MK. We could just go ahead and make that change and just play MK because MK is a lot more easier to use because we can just emergent creativity it, or we can just discard it to hand size. Whereas Adore, you have to be a lot more careful, and you probably have to install it. 0 to break sentries, like it costs 6 to break Anansi, which is much better than MK. Like I think its breakpoints are just much better. It costs 6 to break Ansel. MK costs 9 or 6 and a click. Yeah, so you like save a bit of money that way, but also like if you can get the breaker down, it's better than MK, right? But until you get the breaker down, MK is better. So I don't know. Let's rename this deck and then we can jump in. And like maybe we'll play a game with it and realize that Adore was too awkward in that game and maybe we'll switch it back. Yeah. That. We'll see how this goes. Usually, playing runner on JNet is always a risk. Okay. I think we're good. I didn't change the deck at all. Yeah. Adam's fun. As long as it's not like, again, like sometimes things will just be too awkward, but with the 3 directives installed, like it's a good like test of just basic Netrunner principles, I feel. Especially with Find the Truth. Like you gotta weave clicks in there to see where you're gonna trigger try to find the truth, how you're gonna do it, what server to do it on. You have an HQ interface at the start of the game. So it's like you get that double access on HQ, which is very valuable, but you also have to trash the first thing you access with a trash cost. Which means you have to play quite carefully against certain decks, namely ones with hard-hitting news. But also just like, I don't know, sometimes when you're playing against even a non-hard-hitting news deck, sometimes you don't want to run and access like something that you'd have to trash. But at the same time, you also want to run and access agendas. So you got to make sure that your money's at either too low to trash something and then you can recover, which is one reason why I think Creative Commission is quite good, because you can just play it with a click and a credit. So if you do have to burst back up, or if you neutralize something that costs you a bunch of money and you were forced to trash it, it's a good way to bounce back. I've been called a meme lord for playing T400, so glad you agree. Yeah, very nice. I was like working on the list with Bridgman, and we just found that T400, it kind of did the job when you didn't steal an agenda early. Like a lot of the times when you steal an agenda early, you'd much rather want it to be a brain chip, and in those times you're like, why did I put this in my deck? Like I should just put a 3rd brain chip in the deck. But it's the other times that it's there for. Yeah. I like Adori for certain matchups. Just think MK is better currently. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, MK is definitely like it fits. It just fits Adam, right? MK and then Paperclip. Um, like emerging creativity to throw it away, get something else. Especially like it costs 2. Like you can just get it, use it as a discount for Rozeki out of your deck. I think the kicker is often you don't even install a killer. Oh yeah, I see what you did there. Was that pun intended or no? That's what I must know. Was the Ngolo pun intentional? Oh noes. Okay. Azmari. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's just click the 3 directives. Okay. If I remember correctly, well, I mean, I know that so Joe was playing around with a Keegan Lane rig shooter deck. This might be it. If it is, then we're gonna have to like use this one boomerang and be very careful with our Ngolo. Because I think what this deck tries to do is it plays like Funhouse and Keegan Lane, I want to say. This is a good hand. I don't know if it has news or not. I don't remember if it was playing stuff like Hard Hitting News, Public Trail, and what's the card called? Retribution, to try to trash your breaker as well. Because if it is, then we'll have to be careful with our money. But we're gonna have to do that anyways. Okay, Ice HQ Ice R&D, take a credit, is a good turn for us considering what we wanted to do this turn, which is just play 4 cards. They're naming resource. Do we want to give them the daily cast? If we don't, we can just take a credit. We go gamble T400, take a credit creative. If we play the cast, we give them money. We're gonna not give them money, actually. This is like the power of Azmari, right? Like a lot of the times you're like, a lot of the times you're like, you're trying to get money out of your ID, and it only feels like the ID is good when it triggers. But a lot of the times, depending on what opponent you're playing against, sometimes they'll choose to hold cards back and play like a little bit less optimally to play around your ID. So there's like hidden benefits to being Azmari that when you're corping you don't actually know about. Install credit is fine, so that's like a Rashida. Are we naming resource? We are. Okay. Do we want to go after Rashida? Because we can boomerang run. I don't think we're in a rush to boomerang run. It's not bad. Certainly isn't bad. Let's play safe. We're not going to. Oh, that's a good draw. We'll just double cast Turning Wheel. Okay, so now we played 3 resources and they only got 1 Azmari trigger. So that's kind of what you want to do. Even though it's like you're playing around something that's kind of like free for them. But I don't know. You do what you do. There's a Spin Doctor, so it's a good thing we didn't run. Next turn, we try to get the Rozeki down. Like, our hand is being pretty good to us. Because usually Adam can run into problems once you... Because you have a 3-card hand size, right? Or I guess a 4-card hand size right now. Adam can run into problems once you draw cards that you can't install or put down. So if we draw stuff like... that's why there's very few of those in the deck, right? But like Adore would be one of them. Like Adore, multi-threader, you might not want to put down. Mad Dash, Overclock, Creativity, maybe. Right now, it's being pretty good to us. We're overriding Spin Doctor. Okay. We're drawing click 2. Taking a credit. So this is unlikely to be Rashida, because otherwise we wouldn't have drawn click 2. We had to discard a card. So this could be Spin. And the discarded card could be an agenda. Because they would res Spin, and then they would shuffle the agenda away. Like, we can just check archives here. Check archives, install Rozeki, credit. Because we can't get public trailed, right? Okay, so we get a Find the Truth look. Re-education. It was a Salem's? Why do we have Salem's? Okay, so we're actually just playing Re-education Neurospike. That's why we have Salem's. Because we're Salem'sing I've Had Worse. I guess we'll just go steal that. Turnpike is fine. And then we just put the Rozeki down and go to 3 credits. Because we can't avoid getting... oh, I guess we could die to, like, Punitive here. I hope you are not on Punitive. He might be on Punitive. I don't think there's anything we can do about that, though. Unless we don't steal the agenda. Because otherwise, like, we click for a credit, we go to 6. Oh, no, we could draw a card, and then he'd have to double Punitive. Yeah, we could have clicked for a card instead of installing the Rozeki. It's okay. We're not getting punished, so it's fine. So now that we have an agenda, Brain Chip is much better, but we're doing fine without it. He's probably on a Re-education Bologna agenda suite. So if we find our Mad Dash, we just need to steal one more agenda to win. It is just one Mad Dash, though. 2 cards in the remote and another ice. Logic Bomb is one way of getting through ice. And we're dripping for 5 a turn now. Also, this Turnpike is like something we can just run through. So if we just go and like check archives for the purposes of Find the Truth trigger. Oh, also, he discarded Salem's. We're Adam. So his hand must be pretty juicy. And he kept the hand. His hand's got to be pretty loaded for him to discard Salem's against an Adam. Right? Let's draw. Creative is amazing. Let's check archives. Sapper. Okay, so we are playing Rig Shooter. We're playing Rig Shooter and Neurospike. I don't quite remember his deck. Maybe his deck was on Sap or like on a Rig Shooter and Neurospike. But it's good to know we have a Sapper in play. We'll just put these down. What did he name? I should have been paying attention to that. Naming hardware. Okay. I actually forgot to pay attention to that after like the first turn. What did he name before? Name event. And we did not play an event. Named event. Named resource, and that's where we installed a bunch of resources. Now we have an event. That's interesting. See, that kind of tells you maybe... Because last turn we installed Rozeki and went to 0 cards, right? And then we drew Logic Bomb. So he knew that the 1 card in our hand was a resource. So this Azmari trigger should have probably been calling resource instead of hardware. So now we're calling event because he knows we have Dirty Laundry. Wait, did we overwrite the card in server 1? We did. Interesting. Okay, so let's just draw up here. Emergent Creativity is good. That means we can like Engolo through the ice next turn. You realize this turn the final piece tells me what cards you have, so it's easier to call. Yeah. Okay. We are not in a rush to use this, I don't think. Let's do it later. Paperclip. Oh, we're so good. We're so good. This is what you want to see. I think we can run Archives now. And then we can EC next turn. Is Re-Education Neurospike a concern here? It is if you want to play around Seamless Launch. Which I don't. Like, you know, like what are the chances? What's our hand size? Where's our hand size? 3 out of 4. Okay. We can just take a credit. Or we could run HQ. Last click. Because we can Logic Bomb anything. It's a decent run. Let's run HQ. It's a concern if you're concerned about Seamless Launch. But oh, there's a Sapper in hand. This is a bad run. Okay, that's good. Let's just fire that. This was, I don't know. It worked out. It worked out. There's a Sapper in hand. It was like not a great run. But like I don't know. You could just roll the dice on the Sapper, right? Yeah, like it's a concern if they have Seamless Launch, but the chances that they have Sapper in their deck and Seamless Launch and Neurospike is like that's like a pretty spread out set of influence, right? So you kind of got to choose which way to go most of the time. Like sometimes people will build a deck like that where they put 1 Sapper and 1 Seamless Launch and 1 Neurospike and like 1 of everything. And like in those times you just gotta play as if they don't have it. And if they have all the cards that they need and they're all 1-ofs, that's nothing you can do about that, right? Okay, so we can break Sapper with Engolo. They named event. We don't want to lose our Engolo to Keegan. Because, like, we might just install Logic Bombs to run the remote so we don't lose Engolo to Keegan. That might be a decent play. Let's draw. That's decent as well. Do we want to laundry? No. We'll just check the top card of Archives every turn. Re-Education. Nice. Nice. Very nice. So we'll run R&D. We will let this fire. And then we'll just install the Citadel. No Mad Dash. It's kind of sad. Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, we're getting pretty lucky on these Find the Truth triggers, which is basically just accessing the top card of R&D, except, you know, like, pseudo kind of thing. But, like, until Archives gets iced, we can kind of keep doing this, right? Although the remote could be a concern here. Also, just bounce off of HQ for turning wheels might be a play. Although I don't know if we're there, because like there's only 6 agendas in the deck, right? So we've found 3 of them already this game, so there's only 3 left, and we need to find one out of those 3, which is not that high of a chance. So bouncing for turning wheels and then going for a deep turning wheel dig is not like it gives you decent chances of winning, but I think we can get better chances from the position we're in right now. Install hedge fund install. So this threatens triple advance next turn for re-education. So if he has re-education. But the thing is, like, if he has re-education, he would have installed it before the Bologna, right? So the only way this is re-education is if he drew it after installing the Bologna, which could have happened. It's more likely that this is Rashida. He has best defense, too. Yikes. We're still naming event. We drew a Dore. We're gonna get Keegan. Unless we just bounce off Funhouse. Let's check archives. Hedge fund on top. Okay. Like, we installed the Rozeki for sure. I think we install the Adori as well. Yeah. We just gotta be careful now. EC for brain chip? Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Do we need to EC for brain chip? We have 5 MU? Maybe. Yeah. Hedge fund, draw, single advance. Thinking of hand size more than anything. I think we can manage in terms of hand size, because we can just EC for like the paperclip away for Ngolo. And then, you know, we can draw cards more. But EC for brain chip just for MU might not be bad here. Because if we get a Ngolo down, then we can't install paperclip. And also, like, if we get Ngolo down, we can just start running HQ through this magnet. Which is pretty appealing. Pretty appealing. We might do that anyways. We just, like, emergent paperclip and then laundry HQ. Like, the single advance is not threatening yet. Let's do it. Let's throw the multi-threader away, too. For 1 credit. No, that doesn't make sense. Ngolo. And then we can laundry HQ. We can break Sapper with Adori, so Sapper's not a concern. Adam, yeah. Okay, top card is a Jua. Good to know. We just put paperclip in the bin, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Public Trail and Bologna. Ooh. Ooh. Agenda in the remote too? Yeah, there's a lot of agendas in a lot of places there. Yeah, 5 in top half. In the last 22 cards of the deck, there's only 1 agenda. No spin to fix that now. Yeah, because he spin doctored at the start of the game. And then I guess, like, he overwrote the spin doctor, and then agendas just started building up again. Yeah, Salem's against Adam, so you can see everything that the Adam's drawing. So like that turn where I what was it? Safety first drew me Logic Bomb. Like, you just Salem's that right away. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, decent. Should we try to swap the Adore out? I mean, like, we didn't really see it in action. In hindsight, my opening hand was no good. Oh, really? I mean, like, I assumed you had, like, a good hand, and then now that I know that there's agendas everywhere, like, you just rezzed Spin Doctor, overwrote the Spin Doctor, and then just started drawing agendas. 3 Ice Keegan and Trail. Well, what? You installed Magnet and Turnpike turn 1? That's a good hand. Magnet, Turnpike, another Ice, Keegan, Public Trail. Like, Public Trail's blank for now. But like, you don't have money, but like Azmari's money, so you can figure things out from there. It could have been worse. I don't know, I think I would keep that hand. 3 Ice, Keegan, and Trail. No Econ or Re-Education to rush. That's true. Like, yeah, I don't know how much your deck needs to rush Re-Education. Like, I don't know. So maybe if you do need to rush Re-Education, then I guess you do have to mulligan the hand. But having 3 Ice and being Azmari is just good. But again, I come from playing like a slower version of Azmari. Spike and Consult are way deep in the deck, though. Oh yeah, because you had to. It's one thing to threaten Re-Education; it's another thing to actually have it. Did you just draw? Because I debated queuing in with your list actually. Oh yeah. There was a. What you scored a Bologna, and I assume you scored the Bologna and then drew the Re-Education after that, or after you installed the Bologna, because otherwise you probably would have thrown the Re-Education in that remote, because you'd go for that score. I'd assume. Also, what is your no uninstall Bologna? I already had 3 in hand. You had so you had 2 Bolognas and a Re-Education in hand. Okay, so you actually I see. So you wanted me to run that Bologna. You wanted me to like go run the Bologna, waste a bunch of resources, and then you can put the Re-Education in there. Yeah, no, that can work too. What was it? Oh yeah, I don't remember what you have to trigger Keegan. Like, do you have funhouses in there? Yeah, no, but Bologna into Re-Education's a decent plan. Oh yes, Ping. I always forget about Ping. Remote was Enigma Jua Ping. Okay, so I could install my Paperclip. So you res Ping and then you Keegan the Ngolo. Oh, but then I can Logic Bomb it and get in once. Oh, so I could have ran that turn with 1 Logic Bomb, because I can just walk through the Jua. It wouldn't be great, but I could walk through the Jua and then Logic Bomb the Ping. Logic Bomb is screwing everything up, yeah. Can't Keegan a Logic Bomb. Yeah. Yeah, the Salem's and also the best defense, but the Salem's you had an opportunity to use, because I went down to no cards in hand and then safety first drew me the Logic Bomb, so you could have Salem's did it right there. That's kind of what you're looking for though, is with Salem's. Needs Sadaka, obviously. Another 2 influence card. You already have Sapper. We were wondering if you have seamless. I assume you don't. But on the double advance, we were like, should we be worried about seamless? I do wish Janet was a little more obvious in showing me the runner draws with Find the Truth. Yeah. There's like a bit of extra text there, but I guess it doesn't. I saw the sapper on top of R&D. Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's funny because you typed it into chat and I was like, yeah, I realized at the same time that it I realized at the same time that Adam's ability, like with Find the Truth, means that the card type you pick with Azmari is a lot easier. Do we want to play a corp right now? Because I know somebody else is looking for a runner game. Maybe we can just queue into that. We can play Hardening News PD. Did I play this that much? I think we only played like one game of this, right? And then we played like a runner of some sort. PD. Yeah, I only played this once. And it was against a Sunny. We could play some Hardening News PD. Oh, never mind. They're gone. Oh, I was just going to queue into them. Yeah, if somebody else shows up and they want to run, we'll play some Hardening News PD. I was also worried you'd get a brain chip and then I'd be hosed for the whole game. So that was a discussion. We instead of using emerging creativity for the Ngolo, I could have used it to fetch a brain chip. But it was like, I don't know, like it almost felt like the T400 kind of did enough that I didn't need to do that. Obviously brain chip would have been great, but like we had the 2 Rizekis down, we put the Adore down. The only thing that the brain chip really does that I saw was the most valuable was it gave me more MU, because with 5 MU we had 2 Rizekis, an Adore, and an Ngolo, and then we can't install the paperclip. But it turns out you had Juas everywhere, so we couldn't install the paperclip anyways. And then like for hand size, like we were drawing still. So in terms of like our consistency in triggering safety first, we were doing fine. But yeah. If you get your hand size high enough, I can't possibly kill you with Nero. Yeah, I didn't consider that too much, but that's totally true. Yeah, if I just like have way too many cards in my hand, like what? Okay, if you have 5 cards in hand and you mandatory draw, you go to 6, and one of the cards is Nero Spike, you can make me throw away 5 cards, and I need to have 2 or less. So I need to have more than 7 cards in hand. If you have a full hand of 5, I need to have more than 7 cards in hand for you to go advance, Nero. However, every click that you have that you don't need to advance, you can spend drawing a card. So that becomes like interesting math that I have to plan every turn. But like honestly, I was more afraid of getting rig shot. So I wasn't actually concerned about the Nero Spike death. I was more concerned about losing Ngolo or losing my breakers and like trying to get in. Because at the end of the day, like if I can just run your remote and just steal the agenda, then I don't have to worry about Nero Spike, right? I just had flashbacks to my 2-for-1 round 7 to make the cut at Worlds. I saw a Nero Spike looming large. Did you play against a Nero Spike deck at Worlds? Round 7 to make the cut tiebreaker at Worlds. Hello, Dojin. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I died to a Neurospike Pilana with Adam. No ABR, Adam. Yeah, that is what we're doing. We're playing... we're playing no ABR, Adam. Okay, this person's back and they want to run, so I'm going to queue into them and play some Corp. We're gonna play some hard-hitting news, I guess. Okay. I guess that's good enough. Oh, we're against another Sunny? That's hilarious. Okay, I guess we like vanilla sandbox go, right? Alright, I guess we keep this hand. I'll update the deck list here. Okay. Let's go. Let's go fast. We are going to score sandbox. That's the turn. It's mini faction night on JNet. Yeah, I guess it is, hey? ABR Apex when? ABR Apex? I don't know if it's ABR Apex. We could play some kind of Apex. I don't know if we play ABR Apex. Oh, we can't trigger PD. That's sad. I guess we could have been super greedy. And we go like credit hedge fund, ice the remote. And then we can score next turn and pick up the hedge fund. No. It's fine. This is like... Ooh, consulting visit. That's good. We have $5. We can install hedge fund. Let's see if they have boomerang. We could play some kind of Apex. Ooh, are we running? Are we running? We can't run this, right? We can't run this. Okay. Archive Memories is a fine card to have. So we go pop this, install advance, install. Yeah. Install, advance, install. Directives are just zero cost fodder for Apex cards. Zero cost fodder for Apex cards. Why do they need to be zero cost? Office supplies, run server 1. Cool. Let's res Fairchild 2. This is decently annoying for them. And then we can just like pay the money for vanilla, right? On this trace. Are they taking a brain damage? They are. They're losing their Koge breaker. Good stuff. Good stuff. Can I not just pay this? I need 3 credits to score. So I can pay $4. And it would be a trace 9. And they would have to pay it. They would have to pay 6 to get in. And then we can like consult hard hitting. What is it right now? Let's say thinking. Okay. So if they pay $2 right now, they go to $6. Oh, we don't quite have enough to hard hitting, do we? Okay, let's keep our money. Honestly, maybe I shouldn't have rezzed the Fairchild. Probably not. Because they were at 8 credits, so we should just let them come in. We don't pay $4, and then we just boost the vanilla trace, and then they just can't get in. Yeah, that was a bad res. We're not thinking enough. We need to think more. That's the conclusion here. Gatekeepers, fine. NGO. You can pre-install an NGO. We might still catch them off guard with hard hitting. So this game isn't over yet, but it's starting to look bad for us. Oh. Okay. This is so funny. The 2 times that I've played Hard Hitting News PD on stream, we've ran into a Sunny. The 2 times. We're 100%. We're facing Sunnies. Okay, so we can like double advance this and then ice R&D. They know that this is Gatekeeper. There's a boom in hand that they can trash, which they know about. They're going to run the remote. That's good for us. Because nobody installs an unadvanced NGO and then advances it the turn after. That's why you got to run. We're taking another brain? No, we're not. We're paying 2. Fine. Then we're paying another 2 for the vanilla. Also fine. No real point to trash boom, right? Because you have archived? Yep. I mean, it could be annoying for me, but yeah. We need to like econ hard hitting here. Oh, Ice Wall's good. Consulting visit. So we pay 5, and then we have to pay another 4. So we have to pay 9 credits, and then we'll have 4 for boom. And on their turn, they'll need to take a credit and then clear 3 tags. Sure. It's not the best. Like, if we had an agenda, we would rather install Icewall, install agenda. But unless we are going to top deck an agenda, and even then, like, we don't have the clicks to do that. So we'll just throw this at them and make them do something, you know? Luminal's a good draw. So next turn, it's like score Luminal, purge for 4. We can trash data folding, install Luminal, take a credit. Luminal's a great draw. Install Citadel. Well done. I can't pay this, right? No. That's sad. Ooh, another consult. That's good. And then we can pick up the news here. We can also pick up NGO. We'll just pick up news. This is a 1 hard-hitting news deck. I hope my overlay updated. Oh, it's actually... I need to make it a little bigger. There we go. Smart Ray Distributor. Draw a card. Draw a card. Sure. Drafter's fine. We really need to like Ice Wall and then put an agenda in here again. Although we do need maybe a hit of money. So we can like purge here and throw out the drafter, I guess. The gatekeeper maybe. The end the run's good though. Also it's a code gate. Like they don't have a code gate breaker anymore, right? So if we work under that assumption, we'll throw the drafter out. They're ticking. Rashida's a good draw. Rashida actually meant we should draw last turn. So we have 2 barriers. We have code gates. I like feel like I want to put this on HQ, but also there's no reason to, so we won't. They're just clicking for credits and installing drip. We got a rush. Oh, come on. No agenda. That's awful. We might just archived for Rashida. Oh, that sucks. Shame no DRM. Have you seen the influence in this deck? It's the tightest influence spread you can have. Okay, we're gonna Arca member Rashida and put the Rashida in the remote. We want to keep double seamless here. So we throw away one consult and we'll just like throw the gatekeeper on HQ, I guess. The thing is, I feel like we need to gatekeeper the remote. Let's do it. Yeah, like if we install the gatekeeper on HQ, it costs us no money, but like we might need the end the run code gate at this point. What do we need the consult for? Econ Warfare. Yeah. Econ Warfare. That is correct. That is why I'm keeping a consult. Okay, we found one agenda. We can seamless that out. We found another code gate, which is pretty funny. We could throw the consult out now. We could throw the boom out, honestly. Like, we're never gonna... This is never gonna happen. The most we're gonna do is threaten it. And also with archive, we can, like, archive boom. So let's single advance this, and we'll throw the boom and the drafter out. Installing DreamNet, running the thing that they can't access. Like, we're probably going to have to install the Fairchild 2 on this remote. Man, still no agenda. Like, scoring this isn't quite good enough, you know? It's not 7. We're looking for 7. We do have to pick up the seamless, just so we can threaten GFI. And we also only have 2 seamless, so there's no third one in R&D that we can get back. Yeah, and they've just been like dripping up now. So, oh, they do have another code gate breaker. Okay, so they can break gatekeeper now. We found GFI. That's good. So we can just go like GFI Fairchild 2 advance. How much does this cost us? 1, 2, 3, 4 to install. Another 4 to res. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll just like single advance this, I guess. Why advance? So I'm advancing because like I think they run this if we don't advance. Which might not be true. So like if we don't advance and they don't run, then not advancing is the right play. But if we advance, they like if they white hat, they'll like shuffle away our seamless launches. And if we top deck a single seamless, then we can score it. That is why. Also, they can't break Ice Wall. So I think we just win here. White hat is the biggest threat. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm advancing in case they white hat and we top deck a seamless. But like this is a pretty big ask for them to get through. They already can't get through, but like Ice Wall just means they can't get through. This just fires. Yeah. The mighty Ice Wall. They can still white hat. Now they can't. And they're going for a single on HQ. GG. GG. Whew. That was something. We have 5 ice on this remote, and it was necessary. Although, like, I guess technically double barrier was good enough, but if they found a barrier breaker, like, Sunny's Sherman is still like $2 to break ice wall and $2 to break vanilla. And you know, if you're putting enough pressure on them and you've got like hard hitting news and econ warfare to back it up, like the 2 credits can add up. Not even flexing the second seamless. Yeah, we gotta make use of all our clicks. PD can score. Yeah, for sure. Okay, we need to wait for another game to clear up here. Because I would go back to playing Adam, but that means we would queue up 2 runner games. I can do it anyways. I don't know. Sometimes I feel bad if like one person's like looking for a game and they want to run and I want to run and I like create a game while there's one up, because then sometimes somebody will join my game and not their game and they were the first one there. So sometimes I can feel bad. I guess technically we both finished out of the same game, so we'll just do it. We both finished at the same time. We've got a startup game going. We got 2 startup games going. Playing Wayland. Can we see what the ID is? Yeah, we can. Built to Last. And Ketzel. Let me switch back to Adam. Yeah. Now we're 1-1 against Sunny with 1-1 against Sunny with Hard Hitting News PD. And that's all we've played against in the last however long month. I think I wasn't able to do this in any of the 2 games, but like the funnest thing with Hard Hitting News PD is that you can, once you get some of your combo cards going, you're kind of playing like the classic like CTM style thing where you have Hard Hitting News and you have tempo, and you can like tempo as in like the ability to score agendas, I guess. So you kind of like play Hard Hitting News and then you threaten scoring an agenda, and if they kind of steal your agenda, then you have more Hard Hitting News, right? And the best part about playing it out of PD is that once the first, like if you have like econ hard hitting at the start, they'll go like, oh no, like they get hit by the econ hard hitting. If they manage to not die, they clear their tags and whatever. Now their econ set all the way back. So what you do is you go and like you score agendas, right? Like every other deck that plays hard hitting does. So you take the scoring window to score agendas, but the best thing is that as PD, you're scoring like Sandbox and Off-World Office, so you're gaining $4 or $7 or $8 when you score, and you're picking up an Econ Warfare, or you're picking up Hard Hitting News from the bin. So they're like, a lot of the times as the runner, you're like, okay, I just got newsed, I'm going to clear the tags, they're going to try to go for a score, I'm going to let them score, and I'm going to prepare myself to run next turn. But the thing is, like, next turn, I will have picked up an Econ Warfare, so you will be like 4 credits. Like I'll be able to hit you for 4 credits next turn if you let me score this agenda. So it's like a pretty fun thing to do, where like you like hit them economically at the start, and then you just score agendas and you like pick up Econ Warfares, and sometimes you can just play them like if they have like a decent amount of money. So you can't like econ hard hitting, but you can just like play the Econ Warfare, and then next turn you'll, you know, score another agenda and pick up the Econ Warfare again and just play it again. And you can play like 10 copies of Econ Warfare throughout the game. Yes, fun. Okay. Mysterious Emoji is coming in, aka Kyle, probably. Emojis are usually Kyle. That's the yeah. I have missed the beginning. Why Creative Commission? Yeah. So with with the influence of Adam, you have three options really, right? Unless there's other stuff you want to do, but usually it's a money slot. So you play like Creative Commission or Telework or Liberated. This is a good hand. I think like Liberated is a little slow. Like sometimes in certain matchups it's good, but sometimes like 6 credits to install is a lot. And as Adam, you want to like spend clicks putting cards down and stuff like that. So I'd rather play Telework over Liberated, and then let me just take my turn here. The difference between Creative and Telework, I think they're both good. I do think they're both good. However, I think I should see if he mulliganed or not. He kept. With Telework, you put the card down and then you have to click it. Like it takes clicks to do, and sometimes that's okay. And sometimes you want the burst money from Creative Commission. Like Creative works a bit better with DJ Fenris because you can DJ into Steve and then you can pick up Creative faster. And sometimes you're playing against like a CTM or against something that tries to tag you, and just getting burst is a lot easier to use. What do I do here? Am I supposed to Creative the multi-threader into a Rozeki? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Should I just like run HQ? I probably should have ran HQ last click, hey? Or like the click before. Because now if I see an agenda on top, I can't gamble. Although like I can't get newsed anyways. Oh no, why am I considering running HQ? I'm Adam. Do I just creativity out of Rozeki? I think we're doing that. Is this wrong? This might be wrong. I don't know, but we drew another Rozeki, so we gotta be doing something right. Kyle's sad, so we gotta be doing something right. Rashida on the board is very good for the Corp. I play Telework over Liberated, but I think NWA had a good explanation why they went Lib. Oh, I'd be interested to see that. Did they play Adam? When was that explanation? Like, was it in a decklist write-up? Like, do they play Career Fair? I think if you play Career Fair, that would be Percomus played Adam. I'll look that up. Install trash pad tap. Sure. So there's a, what do you call it here? A bankers here? I could just like draw 2 and play 2 money cards. I'm okay with that. Oh, we can overclock it later. Yeah, I think if you play Career Fair, then Liberated gets a whole lot better. I think without Career Fair, I would not play Liberated. Yeah, I'll look at those after. Do you know if they have Career Fair in their deck? I imagine you do, because if you play, like you've got Earthrise, Daily Cast, and Liberated, and you probably put like at least 2 copies of Career Fair in your deck. Credit, trash, pad tap, planogram for 3. What is this card in server 3? I'm very confused now. We're just like laundering HQ, right? Then we take a bunch of tags. YOLO. Yeah, 2 Career Fair. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. Hydra. Resing Amani. Okay. DBS, we have to trash it. Spin Doctor. It's good to know there's agendas in HQ. If we trash the spin, we go to 4, and then we gain 5, we go to 9, and then we clear tag, we go to 7. Awful. I also kind of want to overclock the Amani, but what is server 3? What is server 3? I have to trash spin, right? It's a click draw too. Okay, overclock the remote. We pay a CTM trace, so we have to pay 3. So we have to pay 4 to do all that. We would go down to 5 credits, and we clear the tag, we go to 3 credits. 3 credits is not a good amount of credits. So I think we clear the tag and just take 2 credits. Creative is a good draw. Yeah, like there's certainly like times like these where, you know, like if the creative was liberated, I would prefer that, because you just install liberated, hit 3 times this turn is a fine turn. We want to stack our trashes, so do we want to trash this regolith? Because we could run this and run the regolith and trash both of them and not have to deal with the MVT. And then we can like creative last click. I don't know how good that is though, you know? We might just draw here. Ooh, that's a good draw. We just creativity for liberated text better against hard news. Yeah. Okay, I think we emergent the paperclip. But for what? Ngolo? No. We don't need Ngolo right now. We just get the 3rd Rozeki out, I think. But like, this regolith lets them res Hydra. I think we just get the 3rd Rozeki out. Yeah, I'm doing it. We're getting the 3rd Rozeki out. We're just going to play the money game. We drew the 3rd emergent. That's nice. So, like, this is why. Because if we... Like, I think Kyle should have installed a card this turn. Like, he should have hit the regolith once or twice and then installed a card. Because then he threatens an agenda. Because if he scores the agenda... Or if he scores an agenda, Amani triggers. And I don't want Amani to trigger, right? So, if he installs a card, like any card... I might go and check that, or might go like start trashing things. Whereas now, if he clicks the regolith 3 times, I don't have to do anything this turn, and I can just sit back and do nothing. So I'm just gonna do that. Like, we're just gonna install cast and take 2 credits, and then we'll just like run and trash everything next turn. Oh, unless I can't, because there's a Hydra, but you get the idea. We're looking for a logic bomb here for this Hydra. Although if we make him spend 10 credits, he gets 5 back and we take a tag. That's not a worth trade. The Adore does break sentries though. The Adore does break sentries. Do we think this is Hydra? It's gotta be, right? I think we start by overclocking the Amani. Planogram on top, good to know. So we'll trash this. And then we'll pay for the CTM trace. And then, so we take a tag anyways. So what? We go install Adore, overclock the remote, clear tag would be an option. Although if this is like an Enigma, we get completely wrecked. We could also ignore the remote and run server 5 and then run HQ. which I think I like better. So let's do that. Clear the tag. Let's check this. Rashida will trash, and then we'll get a double access out of HQ. Planogram on top, Bologna, and we got a hard-hitting news in hand. Okay, good turn. We got a brain chip as well. So hard-hitting Planogram in hand. We're going to double advance and hard-hitting. So we've got a Bologna in the remote. Planogram in hand is a good punish if we keep a tag. So we don't want to float a tag here. So we'll probably just clear 4 and let him score Bologna. Otherwise, we can Adore and then overclock the remote and we'll steal a Bologna or a Big Beal. That's appealing too. That is appealing too. Oh wait, he doesn't have money to res Hydra anymore. Huh? This is just a free run, right? We don't need to install this Adore. I think we could just overclock the remote. I could check archives first if I really wanted to be safe. But also we would be dead to boom. This is why some atoms play misdirection. This is why. I think they just overclocked the remote. Unless they threw the Hydra out. Let's see here. We're gonna Control F for discard. Okay, so they discarded on turn 3. When did we see the Hydra? It was after that, I think. Yeah, it was after that. Okay, so he hasn't discarded since then. So this has to be the Hydra. This has to be the Hydra. So, okay, so we can't res this unless this is NGO. So we'll just like take free points and give him a tag to play with. I think this is a good play. It is much safer to just clear 4 tags. Oh, actually we would be dead to boom still. Because we actually take an ARES tag as well. DBS is fine. It's Beal, okay. We have to trash MPT, which is why we overclocked. We do float a tag, or we do float 2 tags. There's no reason to pay for this. And then we just clear 3 tags. Yeah. We dead to boom. He has to draw it in the planogram. Otherwise, he has to trash things. Ah, very good. Very good, very good. Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, if we clear 4 tags, we gain money, and then he scores 3 points and goes to 4 points. Maybe this is a risk we didn't have to take. Yeah. Yeah, this might have been a risk we didn't have to take. And we just, like, sit on our Rozekis for a bit more. But, like, now we, like, are really gonna win, right? Because now we, like, clear 3 tags and install Brain Chip. And then he can, like, DBS, and we can let him score an agenda or 2. And we'll go to, like, 20 credits and just win off of neutralize all threats, accessing HQ, and find the truth on top of R&D. So this is like take a risk now, whereas like the other play would have been a lot more draw dependent. Okay, so we can creativity the brain chip for Ngolo now. If we want. There's nothing else that we want, right? Boomerang, multi-threader. Let's draw Mad Dash. Mad Dash is good. Multi-threader's good. We'll just throw this down. Do we throw the multi-threader down? And the Adore so we can run through the Hydra? No, I'll just take a credit. Nasex. The Spin Doctor is going to shuffle the DBS, right? Trashing the DBS could be a decent play, but we don't need to do that right now. Just build up a bit more money first. Clicking for cards, shuffling Regolith, Spin Doctor into R&D, putting a new card in the remote. So this could be ARES, which would be pretty annoying. Once again, we know that this is Hydra, so we can just run here. Although it would cost us quite a bit. Because we gamble, we go to 15, we pay 5, so we go to 10 credits if we have to trash an MVT. And then we have to like clear 2 tags and we get hard hitting. So we'd rather just let this go. So let's draw. Boomerang's fine. Citadel's really good. Okay. Mad Dash it. Rashida. Rashida's decent farm. Keep in mind that this upgrade here, I always do this against CTM, because like usually when you're assessing an unknown thing, you want to assume the worst, right? So that you're like prepared for the worst. So whenever I see an upgrade, I assume that it's Mumbai Virtual Tour because that's the worst when I'm considering whether or not I want to run it. And a lot of the times, well, not a lot of the times, like sometimes I'll assume it's MVT so much that I'll have like totally convinced myself that that's what it is, and then they like res a Sansan on me, and I'm like, oh yeah. So what I'm saying is this could be a Sansan. Yeah. What are we doing? Stall. We have laundry. We have an HQ run. So we can like laundry HQ to start us off. And then we can maybe check this. We could check this now in case it's a Mani. That would be the reason to check it first. However, if it's not a Mani and it's something that, like if it's like a second DBS, then we have to neutralize all threats that trash it, which is pretty annoying. We could run Archives just to turn neutralize all threats off. Because we access a card with a trash cost. And we are not able to trash it. Let's do that. Let's run Archives, and then we'll run HQ. ARES. Ooh. Okay, so he has to have Spin Doctor on the board, or he loses. Does he have Spin Doctor on the board? He could. He doesn't. Yeah. All right. That was good. That was good. Turning Wheel coming up, which was going to do us well. Yeah. All three Logic Bombs still in the deck. So like once we like the Hydra, once it gets rezzed, or like once he has 10 credits and is threatening to res it, then like the logic bombs can kind of deal with it enough times, probably. Like run HQ probably gets us an agenda this turn. So if we didn't see the ARES on top, we would have run HQ and access 2. Might have been something in there. Adam OP confirmed. Bedtime. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, man, it's late over there. Hey, you mentioned 2 a.m. like an hour and a half ago. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, we got a lot more games now. I might look for one more. Let's say any side. We'll say any side. They can. If we run, we will play Adam, and if we corp, we'll play PD. But yeah, looking forward to RAM tomorrow. As I said, for those who missed it, I will be planning. I'm planning currently to play in RAM tomorrow. That probably won't change, so I'll play in RAM tomorrow. Last one, so if you're thinking about playing it but not sure, it's a good time. And yeah, I will. It starts at 10 a.m. Eastern. So that's 8 Mountain Time. So that's 8 for me. And I will probably stream my deck building as well. T400, we don't have money. We have Citadel, which is good, but we don't have money. So we'll throw that away. Earthrise. Man, we haven't seen Earthrise in any of our games, and we have 3 of them in the deck. Yeah, we haven't found a single Earthrise in any of the games we've played. This might be a difficult one because our hand is not great. Our turn here is literally Earthrise, take 3. If only Final Round was how the booster was released. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, this is awful. We're installing this and taking 3. It would be great to see your deck building thoughts in RAM. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, hopefully it's helpful to watch. Man, fire Rashida, score ARES. Kyle, this person was not as greedy as you. Although I think I would have done what you did as well. Is you score the ARES and then you fire Rashida next turn. Because this way you have to discard 2 cards. Jeez, what do I do here? Just like put the brain chip down for no reason. Okay. This is so bad. Install. Like they're just in like free agenda town right now. Like there's probably a Beal on the board right now. And there's nothing I can do about it. Well, I mean, I guess I can run. I have 3 credits. So like Rashida, I would have to trash. There's nothing that costs 3 or less. Like Regolith, I'd have to trash. Is that it? We could poke around. And then we would, like, get newsed. Is that the risk we have to take? If they mulliganed, we're going to run. Okay, they mulliganed. Okay, we're running. We're running. Give me this Beal. Mamba Temple. Oh, I guess we have to trash that. Oh, and Bankers. Oof. Oof. We might have just lost the game. We probably did just lose the game. Probably just lost the game. If we get newsed, we might just concede. Oh, this is Rashida too? Oh no. Where's your Rizeki taps this time? I used all of them against you. Safety first, find the truth. Install. That's, like, not the end of the world. Find the truth is nice, obviously. Safety first is also nice, but, like, we're gonna draw cards here. Like, we didn't get newsed, so it isn't the end of the world. We have 5 hand size now. We could check this, although it's probably just Temple. We can just run HQ here. Because they don't have news now, so we're just going to pretend they don't have news next turn. Do we mad dash HQ? How mad are we? We just mad dash HQ, right? Oh, and then we like lose our Ngolo to meat damage. Let's not take that risk. I think there's like a Beal or something in here, though. Pretty mad. No free draw. Yeah. Might as well mad dash, or might as well run. Boom. We have to trash that. Oh. Oh. Take money, clear a tag, I guess. Bankers Group? Oh boy, we are not doing well. Planogram for $3 and 3 credits? Yeah, I mean, like, I want to say that sometimes, you know, you have, like, Adam doesn't draw well and then this happens, but, like, I think, like, this game we drew really poorly. Because what, like, our opening hand was, like, Ngolo, Multi-Threader, Brain Chip, Earthrise, and, like, another Multi-Threader, or Paperclip. Do we run again? It's probably the agenda's probably in here now. I guess we didn't have to show the Logic Bomb. We should have just taken credits and not shown the Logic Bomb. Then we can like mad dash. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we lose now. Almost certainly. Overclock's good. Creative is good. We just take a credit and then Rizeki. And ditch the T400. The reason I'm Rizekiing is that we can actually burst up here. Like, they might install Bologna in the remote now. Yeah. Yeah. So now we can, like, creative, and then we can... Actually, we could just overclock it. We don't even need to creative. Oh, but I guess we might as well do both. We don't take any tags, because we can Logic Bomb the ice. But we can... Oh, we can mad dash this way. That's what I was trying to say. So yeah, so we like hit creative, mad dash. I would have 1 click left, so I can draw. We can run HQ. If we run HQ and there's a 1-cost thing we have to trash, we're gonna kick ourselves. So let's draw. Draw helps not losing Golo. Yeah, if we have to take meat damage. I'm pretty sure we get in here. Oh. Never mind. That's so bad. Okay, we can concede now. Yeah. Yeah. No, the toll booth was it. Yeah, that is very sad. The toll booth, I mean, like, it had to be toll booth or turnpike. I guess I could have played around it by playing creative and playing overclock. Yeah, I had to play creative and play overclock, and then I can't mad dash. But like that was the opportunity to mad dash, right? Because I don't have find the truth anymore. If this wasn't toll booth or turnpike, and we get in, and we go to 4 points, then this game is now serviceable. Because we don't like this, it doesn't trigger ARES or CTM at all, right? So we would just end the turn on 0 credits, and then they would have to news us if they have it. And like even if they do, they also have to have the punishment. And like with no ice on centrals, like you can fish 3 points somehow. Should I call it there? We'll do another. Let's do another. We have a lot of games going on now. Like what? We were at like 5-6 games like 40 minutes ago. And now there's 12 going on. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, things are like, oh, Eric's coming. All right. All right. Oh, we got another CTM. We're just playing against a lot of CTMs today. Let's find some money, please. Thank you. Money is good. 1, 2, credit 3. Good turn. We've got our Citadel as well. Again, let's see if he has an ARES. Did he keep his hand? He did not. Okay, so he might not have ARES. Either way, this is our first turn and there's nothing we can do about it. Oh, I guess he can... I mean, if he wants to Malia, he can do it now anyways. On the daily cast, are we scoring ARES? We are. I guess he fires Rashida and then scores ARES. We've played 3 games against CTM today, and it was Rashida ARES turn 1, both, like all 3 games. We're just gonna like put logic bombs down and put a Citadel down. This is fine. Installing more cards is fine. I want to laundry, but we shouldn't. This is why, like, this matchup's super hard for Adam because of neutralize all threats. Almost makes you wonder if you should play always be running, but you shouldn't. Rozeki's a good draw. I'll draw again. That's good. If we drew a card like Overclock there, that we can't play, then we would have had to either install the multi-threader or not get our Find the Truth draw. Both of which is like suboptimal. Is that part of the ID? Yeah. So Adam says you start the game with 3 different directive cards installed, and you get either Find the Truth, Neutralize All Threats, or Safety First, or Always Be Running. And Always Be Running says you must spend the first click on your turn making a run, which can get abused in a lot of cases. So usually like that is not the one you choose. Install 3 cards in the remote though. We could overclock that. We can't break anything is the problem. Because if we logic bomb through a piece of ice and then we have to trash a Mumbad Virtual Tour, then we will end the turn tagged, which is not good. Overclock is good. Oh, I guess we wouldn't end the turn tagged because we have Citadel. So maybe we just do that. Yeah, we can like laundry archives and then overclock the remote. It's not awful. It's not awful. Or we could just let him score. If he scores another ARES, that's not good. Let's do it. We're not doing much else, so making him pop a spin is good. If server 5 is Amani, that would be really bad for us. Oh, he has Pricex. Oh yeah, he's playing he's playing a boom deck. This is like he like posted this before Worlds. Overclock the remote. Get Prisect. And then we trash the Prisect and we take another tag. And then we can't end the turn tag. We have to protect our Citadel. Okay, I mean, let's do it. IP block. He knows that we're not going to logic bomb it. Technically he doesn't, but he does. Okay. If there's a Prisec in here, we're not trashing it. ARES is good. This is an MVT. Okay, that's fine. So we'll pay 4 here, and then we'll Citadel the tag. And then we can get newsed, but so be it. If he has news, he should have paid into that trace. Because he wants us to have less money. But like he also needs to have the money for news, so I guess he doesn't have it. If he had like hedge fund news there, he should have paid into the trace. Double install, take a credit though, is fine. So we can do the same play. Laundry archives, overclock the remote. How much credits did we start on last turn? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We started with 12. So we can take 2 credits and make the exact same play. I'm not opposed, honestly. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're not doing it. We're just taking a Beal. Take a free Beal. Unless he has Spin Doctor, which he doesn't. Yeah, so we'll just leave that. We'll just take a free R&D access. Toll booth is good to know. And we could check server 5. We'll just take $1. DJ Fenris is fine. Wait, have you already triggered neutralize this turn? Yeah. I ran archives. We laundried archives. Oh, I see. CTM now reads if you mulligan, draw Rashida and AR. Did they mulligan all 3 games? I'm pretty sure Kyle kept. I'm pretty sure we looked and Kyle had kept his hand. Install is his turn. That's fine. We could Fenris into Quetzal if we wanted to break IP block. I don't know if Steve is worth it here. Fenris into Quetzal is honestly not bad. Like we go... Oh, then I shouldn't have drawn. Okay, maybe we'll do that next turn. That's a good draw. That's an insane draw, actually. Because we install that and we get a safety first trigger now. Resing Sansan. Scoring a Beal. A headline. Sure. So we have to trash the bankers, we have to trash the Sansan, and we have to deal with an upgrade now. That's what he's telling us. If we install DJ, we can get through the IP block. I mean, we can get through it anyways, but this just means we can get through it again later, right? So you go install DJ, overclock, and then we'll take, let's see how many tags we take. Let's see if we can do this. Because if we can do this, I think we win this turn. Okay, so we install DJ and we overclock the remote. We have to pay, or let's just see if we have enough clicks. So install DJ, overclock the remote. Let's assume this is virtual tour. But so either way, we're trashing something. So we have to take a tag from ARES and a tag from CTM, which we can pay 4 for. So it's install DJ, overclock, run the bankers, clear a tag, and then Citadel clears one, and we're still left with one. So we can't do that. The other way is we just leave the Sansan, in which case he'll score a Beal out of the remote. Or we could not install DJ, and then we can just overclock the remote. In which case it's click 1, click 2, clear 2 tags, and then Citadel a tag. Okay, so then we have essentially 23 credits. We have to pay 3 for this, so we have 20. We pay 5, 10, and we have enough. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we're left with $4 to match Citadel, and then he has to hard hitting. That sounds good. Won't we have to trash the price deck too? Never mind, forgot we are trashing Sansan. Yeah, so we wouldn't have to, we would not have to, oh wait, we should logic bomb this. It's fine. I think it's fine. We can be greedy. We should actually logic bomb this. Let's see if Eric will let me redo. Eric is of the yeah, we were tagged. That was bad. Okay, we're actually gonna do this differently. We should actually logic bomb this. So we're gonna run this first. This is what awaits you at UBC. I know, right? This rudeness. Another Sansan? That's fine, because he doesn't have like money coming in, so another Sansan's fine. Okay, I do have to pay 4 for this trace. And then we'll just like run and we'll logic bomb this is what we do here. So we go clear 2 tags and then we overclock the remote and we logic bomb this. Okay, we've already accessed a card this turn, so we can access this first. It is price hack. That's fine. Prevent meat damage? No, thank you. So we can pay a bunch of money and we would end the turn on 5 credits, which is fine. Okay, I think we win now. Oh, we're boosting this. Okay. Did you decide on UBC or a destination yet, Will? I have to decide in the next 3 days. I was talking to Eric for like an hour today. I think like the main consideration is what city do you want to live in? And I think it's Vancouver. So we're currently leaning towards going to UBC. Res spin, play planogram for 3 credits, install. Okay. Vancouver's glorious, but living here is expensive. Isn't living in Toronto equally expensive? I thought living in Toronto was equally expensive. Also, Eric was telling me that he happened to be considering he's like living in a house with like 3 other people, I think, and they're considering adding another person. So I wouldn't have to worry about where to live. I would just go live with him. And then I'll have to deal with this whole holding competitive Canadian players to a high standard thing. We'll just give him this regolith. That's fine. Let's keep drawing. Ngolo's good. Put Ngolo down? I kind of want a Quetzal. Isn't that, like, super cute? If we Quetzal? Ngolo's super expensive here. Like, I don't really want to spend 5 at this moment. Like, spending 5 is just a bad play. You know? But drawing through our deck is a good thing to do, and we have, like, gambles and stuff in there. I could put the DJ down now. We're probably going to run through this IP block quite a few times. So... But he also has Toll Booth, so he's probably going to ice it, so we'll just put the Ngolo down. Have to? What do I have to do? Install another upgrade, install another card, hit the regolith, and give me a pet tap dollar. Fine. I do want to run HQ now. Maybe next turn. Brain chip is a great draw. So we'll just gamble, install brain chip. Now we don't have to worry about safety first for the rest of the game. We can draw up to 7 cards and survive boom now. So that's good. Res Sansan, Res Azmari. That's pretty rude. Wouldn't want a repeat of that boom at Canadian Nets. Yeah. I have to pay for this because otherwise we lose Ngolo. Like, the only reason that we're doing decently here is because he doesn't have... Like, he hasn't had money dripping the entire time. We have to run this Sansan, though. That's awful. Although, I guess if this is MVT, we don't have to trash it. So that's good. What's the play here? Install DJ for Quetzal. Run. Pay 5 to trash Sansan. We take 2 tags, and we have 2 clicks left with 3 credits. So we clear a tag, and we take a credit, and then we can't clear the last tag, which is not quite good enough. So we have to Logic Bomb, pay 4 for the CTM trace. Oh. We could just hope he doesn't have the last Beal. That's not a bad play as well. Because I feel like I need more money. And to get more money, we need to draw. Because we have 2 gambles and 2 creatives, right? We're going to draw. Oh. That doesn't get us money next turn. Draw again. Rizeki. We would look pretty stupid if he just scored a Beal there. But it's absolutely fine. He planoed for cards, which is super interesting. Okay, so one of these is Rashida, right? No, it's not. All the Rashidas are gone. What are these? One's a DBS, and the other's a DBS? That's what we're dealing with? Okay, install DJ, run. Pay a bunch of money. Don't want to do that. We have to logic bomb the IP block. So let's install 2 pad taps, take $1, and then run server 6. And then I didn't fully think this through. We have to spend 5 to trash the Sansan, 4 for the trace, and if it's a virtual tour, then we lose. That's not good. If it's Prisec, don't I end with a tag? I do. Although, if it's Prisec, like, he'd have to click for credits and then trash the Citadel. And at this point, if we lose the Citadel, I guess it's not the end of the world. I think we have to run here, though. Because, like, he's going to DVS. Yeah, we don't have a choice. We have to run here. Let's find out. If we float a tag at the end of the turn, that's fine. Okay, so we're not going to do this, and we're going to logic bomb it. Bankers group on top. This is kind of awkward because we have to... I mean, we have to trash the Sansan anyway, so let's just do that. And then we will pay 4. This is just bad. It's fine. It's virtual tour, yeah. And then we end the turn tagged here. Although he has to pay $1, and then he has to trash the Citadel, which he's going to do. But, like, I don't think there was another way we could have done this turn. Like, trashing the Sansan. So, resing Bankers for $3 for us is pretty good. Planogram is really bad. Although he just played one. So, I assumed he didn't have the last one. But he did. Though he's got news, too. Yeesh. Oh, it's not bad for us, actually. News is fine. Oh, I guess it's not, because we get boomed. It's not fine. It's not fine. I mean, okay, so we have to trash the Bankers group then. Draw to 7. We can do that as well. Well, I mean, we will draw to 7 anyways. But yeah. If we trash the Bankers, we don't get our pad tap money. Although he doesn't get money either. And we'll just drip with Rozekis. If we trash the Bankers, he can't boom us. Although if we draw to 7, it's also safe. So that's probably the right play. Because I'd rather not trash this. So yeah, let's just take... Let's clear 3 tags. Install... Psycho, advance, score. So if he has Beal and Psycho, he can win. Otherwise, he can't. The reason you clear tags instead of just keeping the tags is in case he has Market Forces. He has Regolith. That's fine. Trashing Wheel. Yep. That's also fine. We weren't really using that. We'll just let him have money here, I think. Clear 2 tags. We could even put the Earthrise down, maybe. What do we have left? 2 gambles, 2 creatives. No, we don't need the Earthrise. So we like clear 2 tags. And then put the multi-threader down. Put the Adore down. Search for... We could creative. What do we can creative for? Nothing. We can creative... No, we don't need the creative. Shoot. How do we get a card out of our hand? We're just installing the Earthrise. Yeah, I think it'll pay off. Although if he like scores and then Amani's this turn, that'd be really bad for us. But that's like only 15 minutes, right? And I think this Earthrise is going to draw us into some good stuff. Because again, like we have two gambles and 2 creatives in our deck. So, okay. See, Eric has discovered the tech. If you ask your opponent for the take back, then you give them the opportunity to say no. But if you just do the take back, then you don't have the opportunity to say no, you know? I mean, I'd let it anyways, but so what happened? We're rezzing DBS, which we knew was there. We didn't, but we guessed. We're prepping the remote, which is fine. I do want to trash the bankers this turn. Ooh, we got creative too. He did trash the Citadel, which is mandatory for him to do. So what? So we go like gamble, laundry, clear tag. Oh, I guess we have to like gamble, laundry, clear 2 tags. Gamble, we go to 11, laundry. Go to 11. We go to 9. We gain 3. So I'd go to 8 credits. This is fine. Boom's on top. We did know that's in his deck. We could pay for the CTM trace here and then play creative if we wanted to. That depends on how fast we think this game's going to go. If he has the Beal in hand, like he might play like install Beal hard hitting. Otherwise, we can just pay for this. I think we'll just pay for this, and we'll just play the creative later. Oh, wait. Oops. I was not supposed to pay for that. That's fine. We'll just play the creative now then, I guess. That gets us a safety first draw, so I guess that works out. There is like 3 Bolognas somewhere, right? Oh, he might not even be on 15 minutes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, like I think he's just on 3 Beal, 1 Tomorrow's Headline, 3 ARES, and 3 Bologna, and there's no 15 minutes. So we're really just scared of Sansan. Did he shuffle back Sansan? He did. So he's telling us that he top decked it. Because if you have Sansan in your hand, you wouldn't shuffle back 2 Sansans. So we know that he did not start the turn with Sansan in hand. The Rashidas are gone. He is getting DBS triggers, so it's a decent chance that he drew it. Run HQ could be juicy here. There is no Rashida, so like it has to be DBS, right? There's also a spin left. We could start by running Archives just to trigger neutralize all threats, and also to pop a Spin Doctor if one's on the board, which there is. That's good. So he's going to shuffle this, and then we're going to see the top card of R&D. We still have a Mad Dash in the bottom 9. Sansan on top, that's fine. We should run this remote. We should run this remote. Because this is how we lose right now, is the remote. We can end the turn with a single tag. We have 1 Logic Bomb, and this should be a toll booth. So what? We go like gamble, run HQ, and then run the remote last click? Oh, we can like gamble, install the Fenris, and then run the remote? It's It's not great. It's not great. If it's Sansan, we lose, though, right? Also, if it's just Beal in there, we lose. Okay, let's do it. It's another IP block. Okay. I guess we will let this one fire. Okay, so we pay 3. If the upgrade is a Prisec, we'll have to leave it because we don't want to die to Boom. But if the upgrade's a Prisec, it's not a Sansan, so that's like all we cared about, right? It is a Sansan. Okay. Oh, I guess technically we can leave this now, unless the outside card is a Bankers. Which it could be, so I guess we have to trash it. Oh wait, do we die if we trash this? Uh-oh. Do we die if we trash this? We pay 5. And then we pay 4 for the CTM trace, and we have 2 excess credits. So he has to spend 3 credits. Oh, we do just die. Oh, lol. I was supposed to logic bomb the IP block. I should have done that math. Shoot. I can't trash this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then he has to pay 3 and then boom. Oh, we have 7 cards. What am I talking about? We're good. We're absolutely good. What am I talking about? We have 7 cards. It's fine. Boom does not mean die. Boom does not mean die. We're totally fine. Do we even pay 4 here? We do, because we don't want to lose to Psycho. And then no action on the Regolith is fine, and we're at 1 tag. Whew. Okay. We're still in this. He probably just add the second card drawn to the bottom of R&D. So he just drew a, what do you call it? A Sansan. So there's a Sansan in hand, which is fine. We found creative, which is nice. We don't want to lose to Psycho. Can we prevent that? We can clear 3 tags and end the turn on 2 tags, which does mean we lose to Psycho. So we're probably running HQ then. Yeah. So let's run Archives. Just to turn off neutralize all threats. ARES on top is excellent. And then we will run... We'll probably run HQ. Fishing for a Bologna. Regolith we will not trash. Boom we will also not trash. Because we're fine, right? Do we run again to fish for a Bologna? We can run R&D twice instead. Does this trigger every time? Whenever you access cards from HQ, access 1 additional card? There's probably Bologna, right? It might be an R&D. Let's look R&D. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's fine. We don't need it. Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff. He can bounce whatever here. Yeah. Oh, never mind. He can't bounce whatever. We have to reinstall that. Okay. Sure. Let's ditch a multi-threader. No, we'll ditch an Earthrise. Okay, so we lose to Psycho. I was trying to like run R&D again and try to win the game because we lose to Psycho here, and I'd rather not that happen. But I guess we wouldn't. It wouldn't have worked because we would have had to trash. Like we would have had to discard cards if the Amani triggered, and otherwise we would have had to pay 3 for the Amani. And if we pay 3 for the Amani, we can't steal Bologna. So there's no point in running if that's the case. We lost. The best card in our hand was Creative Commission. And we're re-icing R&D. That's fine. Is he threatening double boom? I think he does have double boom. Let's run... Not R&D. We have to run Archives. Oh, wait. We could just clear 4 tags. I think we do that. I think he does play double boom. If we clear tags... So we either go for the win now, or we clear tags. Go for the win's not bad, honestly. Because there's a Sansan left, right? But there's also Beal. Although if we find the Beal, that's good enough. No, let's go for the win now. Yes. Give me that. We just win, right? We just win, right? 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 Yeah. Whew! Oh my god. That was an intense game. Yeah. Yeah, so he doesn't have second boom in hand. I don't know. That's a bit of a weird play, I guess, if he didn't have second boom in hand. Because the point of playing boom last turn, unless he just wanted to like get rid of some of my resources, the point of playing boom is to kill with another boom. I then had to bluff Sansan. Yeah. Games like this are draining as heck to even watch, much less play. Yeah. It's like that's what I feel like that's what like CTM just does is it's just about managing your money and managing clicks and managing money. Yeah, so what Eric's saying is there, like, he has to... His 2 ways of winning was to either play 2 booms 2 turns in a row, or to, like, put upgrades in the remote over and over again and make me run them. But, like, the problem with that second one is, like, I'll just keep running the Sansans, as long as I have like decent money, and like I'd have to keep myself away from tags, which is pretty hard to do. But if I can stay above it with Rizekis and pad taps, and just like pay 3 for the IP block and then Quetzal the other IP block, like I can usually like squeeze a click in there or 2 to run Archives click 1. So I go like run Archives click 1. If I see an agenda, I just win. If I don't see an agenda, then I can run the remote and like trash the Sansan or upgrade, right? So that's like a riskier line because the runner just has ways of like finding the Bologna somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we got. That's all for today. I'll put the video up as usual tonight, and then I'll be up bright and early in what is it, 10.5 hours from now, and we'll do some RAM tomorrow. How was snowboarding? It was very nice. Yeah, like I haven't gone snowboarding in so long, so it was just like really nice to go snowboarding at all. Like I like going to the mountains because it's just a lot bigger. I love the fact that you can like go up the chairlift and then it takes you like 10 or 15 minutes to come down. Whereas like in Edmonton, I live next to a place called Snow Valley, which is really small, like really small. So like it takes longer to load up and go up the chairlift than it does to come down the hill. But yeah, so yeah, it was really nice. It got progressively colder each day. And it was like I went with like a bus company. Thanks for the stream. Good luck tomorrow. Yeah, good night. There's so many options for snowboarding in Vancouver. Yeah, that's one thing. Hey, like there's more options for snowboarding in Vancouver, and I imagine there's a lot less in Toronto. And that'll be nice. Although, depending on where I stay and stuff, like, do I bring my snowboard with me to Vancouver? I don't know. Maybe. I probably do bring my snowboard with me, right? Like, I have to bring my snowboard and my boots and my helmet on a plane. Or I don't know how that would work. Or maybe I'd have to, like, get it shipped there some other way. Or, like, transported there some other way. Yeah, anyways, it got colder every night. Like, on the Saturday where we went on Saturday, right? I think we went on Saturday. Yeah. Like we had to wake up super early. Like I had to wake up at like 4, and then the bus, because I went with a bus company. The bus left at 5:30. So I wasn't on that much sleep. So by the time we got there, like we started at like 10 a.m. and you like go till 4 p.m. and it was just like we were just tired. But that was the nicest day in terms of weather. And then so that was like, I think it was like -6, -4, -6. And then on the second day it went 10 degrees lower to like -16. And then on the third day it went 10 degrees lower again to -26. So it got like 10 degrees colder every day. So it was like by the end of it was pretty cold. But it was like light snow during all 3 days, so that was really nice. So you got like fresh snow every day. The hill was pretty nice. So yeah, it was nice. Three Coast Mountains, Whistler, many interior mountains. Yeah, that's a good one. That'll be definitely something that I want to do. Again, like I think the one difference and I was talking to Eric about this earlier, was that like in Vancouver you have a lot more nature and you have a lot more like just getting out of the city. Like it's so much easier. And you have like a good spread of nature too, right? Like you got mountains, you got parks, you have an ocean, you got beaches. Like there's so much there. And you can like drive into like the interior of BC, and there's like it's like a pretty easy drive, I think. Like easy as in like it's not that far away. Whereas in Toronto, like you're just surrounded by city, and like if you want to go somewhere, any of the things I just mentioned, like ocean, mountain, park, like it's a lot further away. It was rough recently with the floods, but yes, usually it's easy. Oh yeah. Yeah, Brandon was telling me that in Toronto you have to have, like, you do have to have AC because like I was telling him that I because my experience in Toronto was that in places where there wasn't AC, it was like pretty like uncomfortable to be in, and I just wanted to be in a place with AC. And Brandon was like, "Yeah, like we, at least Toronto has AC." And in Vancouver, nobody has AC, so when you actually need it, nobody knows what to do. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna call it there. It is 9:30, and I'm gonna get ready for hopefully a good tournament tomorrow. It'll be fun. I've only done RAM once, so I know that a lot of people have like done a lot of deck building, like done a lot of practice in like the timed RAM deck building. So they'll probably be able to find something that's a bit more optimal than what I'll be able to come up with, but we'll see. Yeah. Okay. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm gonna, see you tomorrow, hopefully.